Beginning of the Festival of the Word, increasing the number of saved. Meeting of the National Coordination. Retraining of pastors and preachers to achieve the objectives set by the Church.
The members of the Gabon National Coordination gathered for their traditional meeting at the church headquarters in Gabon. Led as usual by the National Coordinator, Pastor Pierce Ngema Mbo, the church leaders were exhorted to have sense of responsibility.
The church of the Lord, which he acquired by his own blood. So, we should not only think about the pastor sitting in assembly when we talk about teaching for the Lord. Each of us is a pastor of the people he leads.
Exhortation will precede the presentations of reports by the various district coordinators.
This meeting was held for the organization of the assembly and the national coordination. This was a great benefit because the church is growing in number, and this requires us to learn a certain number of things which permits us to work easily.
This was followed by a speech by Pastor Jean-Christian Obam, head of the National Department of Socio-Economic Development and the Family. He presented a number of projects for the functioning of the family.
Concerning the DGF report, we presented the organization chart which shows the different organs attached to the department. We have the men, women, teen and youth division. And we had to explain to them how all these divisions should work together for the good management of the DGF activities at the national level, the district level, and in the assemblies.
This meeting was held a few months after the international convention that Gabon hosted last April and enabled the national coordination to adjust certain points relating to the year target of 1,000 safe people sitting in the various assemblies by the end of the year.
Une trentaine de pasteurs prédicateurs participent à cette formation ici à l'Assemblée des Diba. Nous sommes le 20 mai 2023. Les évangiles ont répondu à l'appel du chef du département de la formation et de la mission intérieure.
The Lord asks us to preach, but if someone stops listening, there is a problem because you need to listen before sharing. If you stop listening and you preach without listening, how can you transmit faithfully what you have heard, or from where what you are preaching is coming from? We should understand that it is what we have heard that we should transmit faithfully.
Preaching has its demands. Pastor Pierce Ngema Mvo, the first speaker at this training day, spoke about the attributes of a good preacher. Order, discipline, and recommendation are essential if the members of the body of pastors and preachers are to speak the same language in the church. This periodic recycling class is held 1 week after the opening of the school for preachers and aspiring preachers.
It was with songs of farewell that the Church of Sierra Leone bid farewell to the missionary Assini Madoshe after 4 months of mission. The aim of the visit was to build up the church with specific teachings and the responsibility of the saved, missions and the cost of carrying out the mission order, moments to boost evangelization. His stay facilitated the birth of new departmental structures. Coordination objectives were jointly assigned.
With a few hymns from the choir, the Côte d'Ivoire Church launched its first Festival of the Word at the Yopougon Mikao Assembly. The Festival of the Word, an evangelistic campaign of 4 evenings of seminars and 15 evenings of training in all the assemblies for the growth and edification of the church in this country. Pastor Charles Emmanuel Dirabu introduced the theme, Dry Bones Shall Live Again, from Ezekiel 37 verse 10, a theme dealt with throughout this festival. The Festival of the Word began on Wednesday 24th May and will end on 23rd July with an open door at the Abobo Assembly.
Le problème ce n'est pas de mourir, c'est de savoir on va s'en aller. Le problème ce n'est pas de mourir, c'est de savoir on va s'en aller. Moïse il est mort et il savait on allait s'en aller. L'apôtre Paul il est mort.
Do not forget to download the Life Word app on Play Store for more edification. You can find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram Africa Life Word Mission, on YouTube at Asa Production, and on website Real Africa Life Word. That's all for this week. We'll be back with more updates. We are honored by your faithfulness. Until then, stay tuned and see you next week.